26 or 27 days now into the build from excavation to where we're at now. We've got the foundations are capped on both units. I've got the wraps completed, tars completed, gravels completed. Everything's up to this point is good. We even had our inspection today for electrical and foundation. Both passed first time through. Now, when I was building single family, all I would do is click, do my inspection, and all of them were booked together. So you had to group them all as one. You do your final inspection, so your framing inspection, and you've got all of your plumbing and all that kind of stuff. So the things that I have to have uploaded to the permit pouch is just a term that we use now. Sometimes those go missing, and that sucks. Or the worst, well, maybe not the worst, but it wasn't a great time, is when you sit there and you've got winter, it's minus 30 outside, and it's blowing snow, but you have to go put it on a foundation somewhere. So you walk out and you just find like a really big rock and you set it on top of the foundation. And then it was like a game of, hide and seek for the inspectors. They'd show up and they'd be like, where did you put this thing? There's little gaps of knowledge, just not building either the multifamily aspect or still translating over from just being a supervisor through to being the actual developer. So there's little things like nuances that you might not know, and you put a lot of weight onto your trade partners to give you a call when that time comes, and just so you can say like, hey, if there's an issue, please let me know. Like, I don't feel like it's going to be a bother, because it's actually something that clearly I'm going to want to know. So the biggest issue with that was that I had no communication. They did an excellent job. I was really impressed with the way that they did the excavation and then the DSSP and things like that. Unfortunately, their communication was really, really poor. What I typically do is, maybe 1 week out from the start date, I give them a call. So I went down to their office. They were open, or at least somebody was there. So I went and spoke with the guy. I said, hey, look, I don't know what's going on between us or like what the issue is, but like, if you can't do it, that's fine if you can't do it that day, but I need to know. Like, communication needs to be key. Later on that afternoon, a machine showed up. It's parked there now. They're going to start doing the backfill, at least the portion of the backfill that can be done without the completion of phase 2 of the DSSP. I've got all my permits for plumbing, all my permits for mechanical, and all my permits for electrical are all in now, which is excellent news. So really excited there. All that to say, 2025 has ended up being a really good year. It's a lot of work came into it, but it's all being rewardful. It's rewarding, all of it. I really wish you guys all the best in 2026. It's going to be a big year for us and for Broch Builders. Enjoy your time and have a happy new year and be safe, and we'll talk to y'all soon.